Morning, everyone. How's your day going so far? Mine's all right. Pretty lazy morning, but interesting topic for today. Criticizing people. Criticizing as in giving advice, being an asshole and telling someone that they're not good at something or they're doing it the wrong way. Interesting topic because people take things differently and they react differently as well. I'll just read through a little bit of this. It's actually focusing on lecturers and students, and then I'll have a little chat as well. Students these days are not what they used to be. Half of them are bone idle, and the others have an attitude problem. They seem to let anyone into university these days. I have one very slippery customer in one of my classes. He's more interested in mindless violence than books and is ready to pick a fight at any opportunity. This one here, obviously the lecturer or the teacher is criticizing the students. Personally, is it good to criticize your students? I don't know. But as a teacher, I think it's your job to sort of turn them around, not just criticize. This is coming from the other side. Lecturers these days say that students have no respect for authority, but they seem to hold us in contempt. I always seem to take the flak if there's a problem in class, as they have decided that I am a disruptive influence who poisons the atmosphere for other students. But as I see it, if a class is a disaster, the blame rests fairly and squarely with the lecturer. They shouldn't be allowed to shirk their responsibilities to us students. Basically, the first part, the lecturer is saying the students are the problems. The second part, the student is saying if there's a problem in the classroom, it is the lecturer or the teacher's fault, which I tend to agree with. As a teacher, I think it's your responsibility to make the students feel comfortable, feel happy, and if there are some problems, you need to work it out and make sure that things go smoothly. That's part of the job. I've been an English teacher now for over 20 years, and I hear lots and lots of times that teachers come out of the classroom, geez, my students, they're so boring. They got nothing, it's like talking to the wall. When I hear that, I'm like, well, obviously you're not very interesting yourself then, because I think as a teacher, it's your job, especially for paying students. I can understand a little bit more in like a public school if you're a teacher, but for a language school, if the students aren't engaged, then this is something that comes back to the teacher. So that's me criticizing them. It's an interesting way how we criticize or try to give encouragement to people. I like to hear it straight out. If someone has a problem, I like them to come and talk to me and say, look, I don't like this way that you're doing something. I like to hear it directly because then I'm able to change, to think about what is going on and maybe change it up a little bit, because I can understand if it's just one student or one person complaining, but if you've got 5, 6, 10 people that are complaining, then there's something has to change, right? But it's interesting how people take criticism. I'll give you an example. At work, I'm able to take criticism from certain people. You take it on board, you change, and you're able to do better next time. Here at home, if my wife is watching me wash the dishes and she's telling me that I'm doing it wrong, come on, it's washing the dishes, right? But that's a sort of form of criticism that is, I think it's more difficult to take criticism from people that are close to you rather than in a workplace. This situation here, like I said, if the student is criticizing the teacher, again, this age gap, I think, or the age difference, some people wouldn't like to take advice or criticism from someone that's younger than them, especially if they've been doing it for a long time. But I think for me personally, you're in a position where you want to learn, you want to get better, and you need to keep listening to feedback. I think that's one of the key things. I think most companies will want to hear a survey. They like to see reviews, honest reviews. And criticism is a big part of developing yourself as a person professionally and being able to do that is not easy for a lot of people, right? But I think the people who can do it are able to get further and develop themselves and become a better person, right? So anyway, interesting topic. I'll put this on the Classroom. If you want to sign up, give me a message. I put a lot of things on Google Classroom. Students get on, they do writings. I check them all, return them, check their grammar. We're able to have a discussion. I make groups of students together, so feel free to do that too. If you want to criticize me, feel free as well. It's no problem. I'm ready to, need to have a shave or something. Ready to keep developing and getting and becoming a better teacher. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.